I don't care.
Bears.
Alright. I think
Oh, that's not my fair lady. My bear.
we're live. Hey guys, Akaprodx here, and today we're going to be doing some Super Mario World speedrunning. Give me a sec, I'm just messing with something. Here we go. Alright, so hello, hey guys, welcome to, hey guys, Akaprodx here, and today we're going to be doing, obviously, Super Mario World speedrunning. So we're going to get ready. So if you guys don't know, I'm using something called Live Split. That's how I'm going to be recording this. I've already done 3 attempts, just kind of mess around with it. But I think let's get started. Alright, let's go. And I am using like an original run method. Like I'm not using like the cloud or the orb. This is just one of the most basic ways to run the game. Dang it. I missed it. Missed the jump. If I was good, I'd probably perform the cloud glitch, but not good, so I think I'm just gonna avoid it.
I am invincible. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Kid is invincible. A hacker. Ha.
Done with about, what, that was maybe like 53 to 52 to 53 seconds. Completed level. It's not bad. So let me go to the next part of the level.
I have unlimited lasers and I am a hacker. Ha. Yeah. Backfound demons.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot to say about the run, other that you guys can definitely, like, follow along. So basically, the run is split up into about 5 parts. As you guys can see on the left side of the stream. You guys can see exactly what those parts of the run are. Basically, we have the first, so we have the 3 Yoshi levels, which time will be, I think, as soon as I hit that, as soon as I hit the, thing at the end. If I lose Yoshi, I'm basically screwed here. That's totally gonna lose me some time. Definitely. Alright. So it took me 2 minutes. Two minutes and 37 seconds to complete that. Alright, so here, we're just gonna... Well. Nope. That's a reset. Dang it. Alright, let's try this again. What?
Look at me. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I need to show you something very special. Okay, so look at my HP, right? I have 3 black cards. Haha, I am a hacker. Ha ha ha. JK, it's one of the things. It makes you invincible for that run. Woo!
Awesome.
So I can just
Alright.
wait
The run starts. Let's try this again, guys.
Oh my gosh. I just figured out something I can do. You know what I can do, Alex?
What?
I can just fight Hush very easily. And then fight Delirium. 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 Oh. I
So, basically, if you guys don't know, I'm running on the SNES Classic, and I'm using my Elgato capture card to capture it. I'm using, obviously, the Elgato video capture, or game capture. So, this run, I think, is the most basic run part. Like, this is the easiest one to do by far. The cloud and the orb require you to do specific stuff that you're not usually able, that you normally wouldn't do. I mean, first, the cloud skips. The cloud is absolutely the fastest known way right now to speedrun, because you use it to basically skip part of the Bowser fight. Normally, you use the orb to skip Iggy's castle if you use the orb glitch, but the cloud is a little bit different in the way that it does its stuff. No! Again. Dang it. Dang it. You don't want to hit that block. Hitting that block is painful.
Because, well, it's on sale, so... Yeah.
Yeah, let's try this again, guys. So yes, the SNES Classic is just basically... I did look up on a website, and I can post, like, a run out there using this. So, it's legit. It's a legit way to run it. For those of you who only... What? For those
I got 9 lives. 1 for my game and 2 for my fame.
Basically, you can use this if you guys don't actually have a SNES, which most people probably don't have. So... it makes more sense if you guys were to use something like this. It does save time, I think, if you don't eat the fruits, but I'm not sure. It could save time, maybe, because it can freeze some stuff, which makes it easier, but first one was done at about the same amount of time, like 53, 54. Normally, how you would run this level is you'd actually use a series of precise jumps as as Little Mario. But if you do an orb run, that just lost me about a second or two.
You just got pwned. Oh, yeah, you got a pwn.
Dang it! Dang it. Alright, let's try this again. So basically, I'm going to explain to you guys basically what this specific run is. 11 Exit is where you basically are playing through, and you play through this first level stuff, and then if you guys know, there is a way to get to this, the star levels. And basically, what you do is you go through the Yoshi levels, then you go to Iggy's castle. You do the first donut level, there's a hidden secret on there, and if you do the secret, then... the secret basically will make it to where you can head to the levels that'll basically, you go through the underwater, and then you go through the ghost house. Then you go through the 4 star levels, and then you go to Bowser's castle. Oh my gosh. If a run ends at the very beginning, that's a little bit embarrassing. Because, I mean, come on, like, to miss that shell throw is actually pretty embarrassing, I think.
You just got pwned.
I missed the immediate, like,
You know that I got 2 phones. 1 for my mom and Cookie Mango.
yes.
Well, you just got pwned. You just got boom, boom. You got up, you got up.
Oh, what was I?
What was I thinking?
Yeah, usually what you're gonna want to do is you want to jump above Yoshi. The closer you are to Yoshi, the actual better it is, you know? The closer you are to landing on Yoshi, the better. But if you're too low and you don't actually get the right timing, then, you're kind of screwed. Because at that point, then, you're gonna have to jump up and land on him. Obviously, I'm doing the safer run, which is slower, but I think for a beginner like me, it's probably just gonna be easier.
Oh, no.
I've actually practiced this just a tad. It's actually not super tough, but to do precise jumps like that to make up for, like, missing a jump is tough to do that sort of thing. So as soon as I end the next level, then, as soon as we end this next level, which is probably going to happen between 2.5 to 3 minutes, if I get a good run. So you jump. Nope. That's going to cost me a decent amount of bull. Dang. Ready? Yeah, I'm using something called Live Split. It's actually not that hard to set up. It's actually a pretty simple program to use. That's a better jump. Okay. Who knows? That could be slightly faster than some other parts that I've done from this. You never know. Was that faster? I'm really curious. Maybe I don't think hitting the charging chuck is going to be a good option because you could just fail it, but still. So basically, if you guys don't know, the cloud glitch is something that you can do in the first level, and you have to hold that cloud and not take any damage all the way until basically the Bowser fight. And basically what you'll do is in a certain spot, you're going to basically eat a certain coin. Then you're going to hop off of Yoshi and grab the coin as he's tonguing it. And then you're basically going to side scroll, and the charging chuck is going to be, he's just going to spawn in. So the Yoshi is actually going to eat the charging chuck. And because the charging chuck has a give power up bit set, it basically sets it up to where you get a certain power up. And that power up is Lakitu's Cloud.
What, Lakitu's Cloud is a power in that?
If you glitch it, yeah. So yeah, this is only my 9th attempt at doing it, like, that I've had Live Split set up for, and that I've actually, you know, timed. I actually did it on my 3DS, just so I could practice. Took me a while. Dang. Oh my, no! Yoshi! Ugh. Reset. Reset.
Oh, I do 2 shots now. Well, basically it's Zazel, it just makes me do more damage.
No! Reset!
This dude got boom! You got
And then as soon as it appears, the run starts. The run starts basically as soon as it fades out of that black, I'm pretty sure. That's what I'm going to go off of.
I got 2 pumps.
I really want to make a clean run. Like, I really want to beat this. I just want to get some, like, first I want to get a run, and then I want to beat that run, and I want to get a PB, which if you guys don't know is short for world, or, not world record, personal best. WR is world record. Maybe bouncing off that Koopa is actually faster. Dang it. That's gonna lose me some time.
I don't need to worry about my health. Cause I am invincible. Don't feel like lasering these peeps. Just gonna poison with my touch. Today I just don't care about anything. I just wanna kill enemies. Get poisoned! Hey, get poisoned, son! Your butt ain't fooling mine. Wait, so do I get extra?
Dang. If this somehow is a complete run, I'm definitely gonna be able to improve. Definitely. That was just sloppy. Now, a couple reasons why I picked this game in this category, right? The thing is, you have zero exit, which is you literally credits warp, which is like a couple minutes. Here's the one problem with that. It is super tough. And the reason why I picked this one is because it's short, but at the same time, easier to do. Yes! Finally! I beat the gosh darn level. Alright. So 232 on the Yoshi levels. Not bad. Right above that 2.5 mark.
Oh, hey, Alex. Alex.
What?
So you can make deals with the devil, but just make sure you have at least one heart left after you do it in this run. Like the invincible run. Just make sure you have at least have
No! Wait a minute. That's okay, actually. That is okay. Because I'm actually going to get some stuff later. So, no. Alright. It's good. Alright. It's good. Alright. This one you can... I don't think you can even dodge. Unless you got super lucky. But, So then, Fire Flower appears. Gotta grab that.
Wait, you turned into Luigi for a second.
Well, no. I think that's just a visual thing. So that'll finish. And then I run across. Then I walk into Iggy. Dang it! Nope. Game.
What happened?
I lost my Fire Flower.
You need it?
Yes. I do. I actually really... Oh, no. That's what I wanted. Ugh. I'm so ticked at that. Oh, my gosh. I lost the Fire Flower. That's exactly what I needed. Or, it's not that I needed it to lose it, but I needed the Fire Flower.
Feel like picking up my phone today. I'm just going to
Totally forgot to press the A button. That's why it wasn't going on. I totally forgot to press the A button.
Yeah,
What?
they made unlocking part of the secret character, 2 of the secret characters with the invincibility seed on impossible. You know how?
How?
Because unlocking the Forgotten, it can't be a seeded run, and that's a seeded run. No, wait, it's an Easter egg. Huh. Well, with the Lost, you actually have to take damage to unlock it, because you have to kill yourself.
Not what I wanted to do. Still works.
Right?
Oh, I didn't want to jump. You got okay. Little tip: do not jump. Do not jump at those final like poles. That's not what you want.
If you like, you can pump on me. Yeah.
What? Why?
Not really.
I don't think so. I could try.
No. Either you do or you don't.
I don't.
No.
I'm bad if I am. I hate this level. This one sucks. Absolutely sucks because of that reason. I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm just gonna...
Oh, that bug just went on my head. Oh my god! Should I grab Mom's knife?
That was such a bad... Alright then.
Not
237 on no shoe levels.
going.
I don't care, dude. Alright, 237. It's not bad. I'll give it that.
Yeah,
Alright, so next level. I'm actually seriously just gonna skip that part like that and then just do that because this is gonna be easier. Go in the freaking door. Okay, right. See, this jump can actually be pretty useful to get across certain gaps.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, dang. Got it. Wasn't... I'm just gonna put it like that. As soon as that black stuff appears, I'm not gonna do it when he dies. I'm gonna do it when the black screen appears. So 352 on Iggy's castle. Oh, sorry, at 352.
It was.
So what was that? It was about like, about a minute, like a minute 5 seconds. 105, like a 105 Iggy. That's actually not half bad of a run. Seriously, like, not bad. Alright, this is good. This is good. This is exactly what I actually need. So now I need to go to Donut Plains, continue and save. Alright, so then what's going to happen is I'm going to need to get off of Yoshi. Alright, so what I need to do is I actually need to get back here.
I like that, but
Bull! Ugh. Was it so close? Is that Fire Flower? Like... See, what'll happen is actually when you beat it, the reason why it's called 11 exit is because I think it's how many levels you beat. And basically, I think it's 11 that you actually, like, exit, but... So basically, at the beginning, you obviously start up, and then you'll just kind of spam the A button. Which will get you started, and then you go right, and then spam the A again. this is probably like, I think this is the easiest run to do in the category. Absolutely the easiest run to do in the 11 exit. Sorry, no, in any of the like pieces, I think this is the easiest one. It's short, it's sweet. It might not be, you know, as easy maybe as the 90. You know, I think it actually is the easiest way to beat it like this. Because if you think about it, going through all 90 levels is probably pretty tedious, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get like 10 victory laps or something like that. Yeah, do you see this?
I lost my cape flight, and then I fell, and I couldn't get out of the area. And it, like, that
Dad,
actually
do you
cost
see
me
this?
that.
Look how fast I killed
That
this
cost me
enemy.
that run.
Hold on, wait.
Insanity.
I know, right? Well, probably because I shoot 2 lasers in one, plus I have max damage. So it's probably why.
What?
I can already see you doing better on this. It's good.
I know, because this is one of the easier levels. To be honest.
Oh no, it's this boss.
Okay, you need to learn to take that jump before.
Well, no, I don't know. I'm just gonna take it like that, because I just think that it's easier that way. For now. For a PB, I'll probably, you know,
PB?
do a couple personal best.
Oh,
For a PB, I'll do something,
oh, I thought
you know,
it
I
was
might do that.
bubblegum.
That isn't the last level. I was about to lap it, and I would have been totally screwed.
Where are you?
Otherwise, that would have been, like, absolute PB. That would have been less than, what, 2 minutes?
Boss
This level is the hardest, and it sucks butt.
Hey, Dad. Boss rush. Doobity da doo da ba ba.
Does this need to be charged up?
Nope.
Okay. That needs to be put in.
There you are.
Alright, 235. Not bad, but still not the best. I probably could have saved a couple seconds. I think I was just going a little bit too slow. I need to kind of get the hang of that level, but for now... Oh, dude, I just need to get better at that level. Take a chill pill. It's like one thing. This area is probably the easiest on Bowser's Castle. Like, to be honest, that area is probably the easiest part of, or sorry, Iggy's Castle, not Bowser's Castle. I'm not in Bowser already. Dude, that'd be total absolute, like, probably world record at that point. I know it would, because there's nobody who could get there that fast. That would basically be impossible. Unless you were...
God can.
Dude, stop trying.
Alright, so people on the street.
Dude, just chill pill.
Stats. Stats. Up.
Got him!
Let me guess. You took it down.
Alright, so that was a 121. Wow. That was a 121 Bowser. Still not as good as my 105. I was like, what? Like... I was like... Maybe 16 seconds behind, maybe? I think it was 16. This is like a 20-second cutscene. This is the absolute worst cutscene. Other than the end credits. But as soon as I think Peach appears, I'm not really sure exactly how I'm going to time it, but I'm just going to you know, go with the flow.
Go with the pony. Go and pawn. No, go and pawn. At the crew is known as Minecraft Pro. So go and Los.
Bull! No! No! Killed. Totally. That killed it. That. I flew too low. I absolutely flew too low. This is what? Now my, like, 12th try? Alright, let's start this run again. Unbelievable. A Yoshi pit death.
What's a Yoshi pit death?
I was riding as Yoshi and I fell into a pit.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Am I right?
It does.
Well, it had to.
This first cutscene is almost like 10 seconds long. How long is this cutscene? It's around like 13 seconds, an unavoidable like 13 to 15 second cutscene. Which is not bad, but still. It's almost as long as the blowing up the castle one. And that cutscene long though. I think stomping that Koopa might actually be faster.
Balls do got balls.
I think that might be a PB for that level though.
Balls.
Or for that, yeah, for that level.
This do got balls.
Should have gone for it. Wasn't ready for it. Alright, that's a bit of a... Oh, it's such an odd... Like... No! Reset. Can't reset. You bonkers live split? Hope you guys are enjoying watching me completely get destroyed at this.
Come on, no! Come on, just die. Just die, man. Just die.
And then the jingle. Yeah, so it's about like a 15-second cutscene or something. Ah! Probably just lost a second or two on that. Dang.
Ow. Oh, heck no! Oh, ah.
Didn't hit the freaking Yoshi.
Ow.
I seriously cannot tell if it's faster. I think it is faster to hop this and then not even try and go for anything. Like, just kind of stay on the floor there. And then maybe hop like that, like this. Just eat one fruit and then pop over. I definitely get a PB, like a PB, whatever this level is. Yoshi #1. I'm actually just gonna call this. Oh yeah, Yoshi's Island 2. That's what it's called. Yoshi's Island 3. So you can call them the Yoshi's Island levels. So I mean, but I kind of prefer to just call them Yoshi levels. It would be Yoshi's Island levels 2 through 4. Yeah, I'm not really actually going for PB attempts here. I'm just kind of going for a complete run of it. It's a pretty hard thing to run, guys. Like, you guys probably don't get it because you guys aren't the ones running it, but these jumps are not some easy jumps that anyone can pull off. These ones maybe, but still, like, the run to be able to be perfect is absolutely insane. I gotta say, like, some really fast runs are like, I think the world record is like under 10 minutes. And that's using the Cloud, which, I gotta be honest, Cloud, it's definitely an OP item. No, Yoshi! Not again. Dang. I don't even know how many people are probably speedrunning Super Mario World on Twitch right now. Like, I don't even know. You can usually hit that Koopa before he actually gets into his shell. I mean, all the freaking fruits here. I was every single fruit, losing me maybe a fraction of a second, but in a world record, literally everything counts. Or in anything, so you can't just be bothered to just casually play through. You gotta be working day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year to get that world record. Did you guys know that in Super Mario Bros. Speedrun, there's only a couple frames left to save, and then that'll be the world record? It will have finally been hit. Like, it is, whoever hits that is now the it's the unbeatable, Super Mario Bros. Champion. It's that record is unbeatable. The analysis was done and everything, and it's impossible. What, is this run 16, I think? That jump, I think, actually... Bull crap! Alright, give me a sec, guys. Sorry guys, was just doing something. So basically, if you guys don't know how I actually did, how I had it like turned kind of invisible like that, basically in OBS, you basically have an ability to do a color key. Then basically what you'll do is you'll match up the color with whatever you're using for your thing. And basically that color will be taken and used. And it's pretty simple, but to me, just some tries to get it down. See, that right there was a terrible Yoshi grab. I swear, if I actually beat the game on this run, which I highly, highly doubt will happen, then I guess whenever you fall off an edge, you must seriously lose some speed, because that was like the worst run of that level I've ever done. I wasn't able to get fast through it until like the final area, after like dropping off that mini ledge. Nope, more time lost. Dang. I kind of want to go for that trick that my dad was telling me about, but I kind of feel like if I do the trick, it's gonna cost me precious time. Like it's gonna cost me this run. Bull! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I went too fast.
You knew it.
It's precise as
You knew it.
Shut up.
I am the best at this game. Mainly because I use Alex. Since I'm anti-graph tiers, I never really use my tiers when I'm actually like in normal rooms.
Hello, the golden Minecraft. Sorry, the golden Minecart Jake TGM. How you doing today, my dude? You're probably enjoying that I'm absolutely, completely failing at this. I'm not good. I actually had to use my 3DS, which is how I actually beat it, to actually get through, because I had died so many gosh darn times. Now to do it on this, it's so tedious, because I have to work back to it every time. For now, it's not a badly executed run so far for me. Or it's not badly executed from what I usually do. Like, this is actually pretty good.
Why did you kill
That it's
Duffy?
actually going this well. I'm not doing too bad. It's just, I gotta get those jumps. I got to get this. I really hope I can beat it by the end of the day. Like, I almost want to reset and have save points set up. But then I know it won't be a real speed run, because a speed run has to be done all in one go. I guess I could do segments, a segmented run. Take my best segments from different areas and then just piece them together. Which I could do. But it would be really annoying, and I couldn't stream it live. I couldn't really stream my attempts and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, and that trick that I tried to pull off definitely was not smart. It just doesn't give you the right stuff that I think would be good. And dang. No, you as good as me? Yeah, I probably am not as good as you. Probably not, considering that you're probably pretty good. Wait, no, so I'm not as good as you, or am I as good as you? Am I as good as you, or am I not as good as you? I kind of got confused by that, like, sentence. I'm not. I play on Wii. Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Oh my god, I'm going to pawn everyone.
A 233! See, that's good! That's actually not as bad as some of the other ones I actually have done up to this point in the run. So, hopefully, I can finish this soon. I kind of just like stopping him, jumping over the P-switch, and then going all the way, and then doing this. That's a pretty good way to get through this area, to just do that. To just do this, and then stop, and then just go in. I'm going to see Mario next week. What do you mean you're going to see Mario next week?
Yo, stab! No, stab
This next one has got to be absolutely random, dude. Like, for some reason, like, barely misses me. Bull! actually had a pretty good run right there, but couldn't.
You couldn't keep it in your pants.
Shut up.
What? I don't know what that means. Alex, this knife is going to help me.
Oh, okay.
Help them lose as well. They eat fries.
So if you actually don't know kind of what this is, like basically the Super Mario World 11 exit run is basically you beat 12 levels. You beat the first 3, you beat Iggy's Castle, then after beating Iggy's Castle, you then beat the 3 donut levels, and you have to do the secret ones, and then you'll actually then go to the Star World, and then you'll beat 4 levels there, and then you'll face Bowser. Throughout this entire time, you basically cannot take a single hit. And it is bonkers. Like, you might be able to take a hit when you have Yoshi. Because he kind of can count as like a sacrifice. Not like a sacrifice. Not like a sacrifice.
Oh no, he's gonna sacrifice Yoshi.
But I think as, what I mean by sacrifice is, you can use him as, you can actually take damage and he'll take it kind of for you. Which actually is pretty good, but... This level is a pretty tough one, but if you do it right, it's actually not half bad. Like, it's actually a simple level if you do it right. Some of the jumps are pretty precise if you don't, you know, land your B button. I'm pretty sure it's a B button presses. And you gotta be sprinting like the entire way through. You gotta jump up here, jump that, and then jump that. Because you might barely be able to make that. I'm not really sure if there's a way to miss that jump if you make it right. And basically, there's 5 parts, obviously, you can see. This is my 19th attempt. And it just gets crazier as far as you... The farther you go into the run, the crazier it gets. This level is the absolute bane of my run so far. Okay. On Wii, you're at the cave? What do you mean, on Wii, you're at the cave? Oh, dude, at 2:30! Oh, it's not bad. On Wii, you're at the cave. I have actually not played through the game completely. I'm trying to think what you mean by cave. I'm trying to think, what is the cave? Oh, dang. That could have actually just cost me this beautiful run. What? Okay, it's okay. It's okay, guys. I'm allowed to take damage there, as long as I make up for it and reach this checkpoint. That is the only point, I think, in the run that I'm really allowed to take damage, other than maybe taking damage earlier, as, you know, while I have Yoshi. I think it might be, Alright, so what you gotta do is, if you do it right, you actually can. Bull! Bull! Am I... Nope. Reset. Bull! That was my absolute best run so far yet. I'm pretty sure. That probably would have been the best run that I've ever done, actually.
Oh, take that, Gish.
I think if you spam A, you can actually do a spin jump, which I'm not sure if it's fast. It could be slightly faster to actually do that. I'm not really sure. So yes, if you hit that Koopa, then, oh, the Bowser Cave. Trying to think what you meant by the Bowser Cave. Probably don't remember that because I probably wouldn't even know because I haven't actually played through the game completely. This is the absolute, like, I've only beaten the game once, and that was on 3DS. The only thing was I had save states, and they were easily accessible, so I could easily hop in. So I don't know if it really counts as beating it, but, you know, beating it on a speedrun is a little bit different. Because you also have to worry about, like, if you fail even once, right at Bowser, you could instantly lose the run. Instantly. I mean, I think you might be able to take a little bit of damage. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I know I'm doing good, but now that you say that, I'm probably gonna fail in some stupid part, to be honest. I'm gonna fail on some part that I've, like, absolutely probably mastered or something. That's gonna be, like, the absolute, like, worst thing that's ever gonna happen. I think beating this level in under 2 minutes, maybe even the 150, is actually pretty good. Because at that point, yeah, I've gotten to the menu screen in, like, what? Slightly less than 2 minutes. Oh, dang! This could be a freaking, like, PB! PB! 227 on Yoshi levels! Booyah! I'm really waiting to see how long this run is going to take me. To beat those 3 levels takes me about, what, 2.5 minutes? Which isn't super bad. It's also not super good either. That's frustrating. I had my best run so far. I think that was definitely my best run, but then I screwed up at Iggy's Castle. The first jump that I just had to try and go for, which it's not actually half a bad maneuver. It's okay to go for it. Because it might not be the fastest route. Oh, heck no. It's not the fastest route. But it's gotta be at least slightly better, or at least maybe just something that I might have just found out. Oh, dang, I totally thought I was about to hit a Koopa right there, and that I could have just been screwed, so... Getting your score maybe done before the 1 minute mark is actually pretty good on that level. To get to the next level in about, what, like a 105, 106? Maybe 108 is when you're about entering, so it's not half bad. The faster you are, obviously, the better, but there's also, you know, another thing called, instead of speedrunning it, it's called long runs. Usually, you don't do it as slow as freaking possible, otherwise, those would be like... days. Those would be days upon days of speedrunning, like, or of long running. Like, they would be super long runs. Like, it'd be crazy. What they might, thanks. Oh, no! Yoshi! I need you! I also can't really get up this without you. Yep. Thanks. Hey, and you might even want to think about following with notifications on, and even maybe joining the Discord by clicking on that copy of my logo down below if you really want to hop on in, be part of the stream, you know, if you like me, that could be something. I'm definitely going to keep working on Super Mario World. This is going to be a game that's probably going to take up a decent amount of my time. I don't know the next time I'm going to be doing a Realm Royale stream, but we'll see. So literally almost 20 seconds is spent just trying to get in to the first level. That is how long it can take you to just be able to get into that first thing. It's like annoying, but
Ew, annoying, but probably true.
that was actually not a half bad
Oh!
start into that.
Oh!
Dang, about a 50-51. Boom. Ooh, womp. Boom, womp. Maybe not getting in before 105, but about 108 is pretty good. I think getting into that could be pretty good. So, this level is absolutely 100% possible to do without Yoshi. I mean, probably they might have probably expected you to have Yoshi because, you know, Yoshi's awesome. But it's still possible without it. It's definitely slower, but I mean, it might be slower. I'm not really sure. It could be faster. It definitely is faster to do Cloud Strat, but you know, for someone like me, I highly doubt I'm going to be running in doing the absolute best strat, where I can't even get through the first like little bit I need to be at. I usually can't make it past Iggy's castle, and much less. I haven't even gotten to the star levels in the entire stream. Like, not gotten to it once, to the star levels. If you guys don't know what levels I'm talking about, then you probably want to do your research. Basically, they're just some hidden levels that you're able to do later at donut levels, and they're actually super useful. There would allow you to actually beat, you know, something this fast. Oh my gosh, a 229. I didn't actually think it was possible to get that fast, but dang. 229, not half bad. Gotta be honest. I really don't want it to end here, so I might try and play safe strats. Yep, I'm definitely gonna play safe strat. Dude, I kind of don't want to look right now because I'm kind of in the middle of this. It's okay. Guys, remember, I can take damage as long as I don't die. If I don't die, then I'm set. That's the only, like, big part here. And yeah, thanks for saying I'm a good streamer. That's really all I'm looking for. All I'm looking for is compliments. And, you know, people who actually like my stream. Like, you know, you guys might think, yes, it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to be a streamer, but it kind of does. Because they're taking up time of their own day to do it, right? That's one thing. Then you have the fact that they also have to set everything up every single day. And usually have to practice the game that they're playing. Okay. Good Iggy fight. Oh, man. It was about a 115. It's actually not a bad Iggy's castle, to be honest. Alright, so this is an unavoidable cutscene. So if you guys want to chat, you know, we're good.
Oh!
You know, obviously I won't be able to look at the chat every single second, but
Oh.
we're good.
Man, am I a good poner. I'm poning. If I could just
Alright, next
get
level.
more-
Remember, spam the A, get into this, Donut Plains 1. Now, remember, we do this, which will send those fireballs, and then you actually jump here, grab this feather, or grab the cape. Bull! I actually kind of need both. No! I need both! Dang it, that was the best so far. Absolute best so far.
Yo.
I'm not really sure why it's called 11 exit. I mean, it's possible that on the thing it'll show how many levels you actually exited, but I'm not sure. If you guys, every time that we get into a cutscene that's unavoidable or something, go ahead and feel free to chat. To what you guys think about, like, you know, Super Mario World, your feelings on it, if you've speed ran it, if you've beaten it, if you're speedrunning it now, whatever, like.
Hey Alex, Curse of the Unknown really has no effect when you, have, like, this, doghouse on Easter egg. Really has no effect.
I think it's faster to just, like, plainly just run and then possibly jump up there, but I just was not fast enough to get that. So, not a bad, Yoshi's Island level 2. It was something. Yoshi's Island 2, and then we have Yoshi's Island 3. So basically, 2 through 4 are the only ones we actually ever complete, I'm pretty sure. For the Yoshi levels, like for Yoshi's Island, we only complete 2 through 4, and we only have to complete those. So that's why they're the only ones we are completing. We only complete the stuff that we have to in the run. There is something called Zero Exit. If you guys don't know what Zero Exit is, I'll actually explain it in a pretty good explanation. Basically, there's a way to set it up to where in the game, if you set up certain shells, fireballs, whatever, in a certain way, you can actually set it so that the stuff, the like code will change to where it'll actually set it up to be, you guessed it, it'll warp you to the credits. And it's good. Yeah. That level isn't half bad. Now the only reason why I set it up to where it's like splits, where it's not like level after level is because I'd be doing like 12 different stuff. Like, it'd be crazy. I'm not even going to go for speed now, because I know that like, at this point, I'm kind of just taking it slow, and if you can't get speed off the first area, it might just be easier to actually stick with just, you know, going safe. It might not get me, like, you know, my PB or anything, but it's always best to kind of stick with the pretty small thing. About 235, dang, that's not half bad. Hey, how you doing there, down there, Minecart Jake? I'm gonna call you Minecart Jake, or Golden Minecart or something, whatever you want me to call you. Alright, so now I can actually technically skip that checkpoint thing. That's actually right here. Not what I meant to do, but okay. It was an absolute time waster, but if you hit anything that is absolutely not needed, it could technically lose you time in your run, but not by a whole lot. Oh, dang, that was actually a pretty good flower grab. I kind of missed it a little bit, but okay, so because of where the stomper thing, like the thing that's kind of popping out of the ceiling, like there, I think depending on where it is, it can actually be pretty good. Okay, good Iggy fight. A 114. I think the last one was a 115, so like a 1 second improvement. Not that bad. So, yeah. Yeah, on these cutscenes or anything, obviously at the end, if I can beat Bowser, which would be absolutely amazing, then I'm actually gonna be pretty happy. If I can beat him in a full run, that'd be great. This is obviously my first run, so it's probably gonna be PB. Like, every run I do that I can actually complete is always gonna be PB from this point on if I do it in this, because, you know, obviously, you know, I did it on my 3DS, but technically because I beat it and I kind of use save states, I kind of feel like those just don't really count. So this part kind of need a bit of concentration for, because if you mess up even one cape, you could instantly screw up your entire freaking Cape Glide. Nope. Yep, Cape Glide. It's actually Cape Glide, technically. Bull! Oh my gosh. Reset. I absolutely hate this part. This sort of thing is just kind of my, I don't know really. Basically, you just go, and then you just, basically, you're kind of just spamming A for part of this. Like, for some of the game, you're literally just spamming A to get into levels. Like, some of it is literally just A spamming. Absolute terrible! That was absolute garbage right there. Yeah, that's definitely, unless I can get an almost absolute perfect, like, other level? Whatever it's called. Once I can get, once I can get, Yoshi's Island 4, if I can get pretty good on that one, then hopefully I'll be good. Like, I might be, yeah, it's 4. That's the one with, like, the really tough, like, platforming. So here's another thing. With platforming, so there are, I think there's multiple different types of speedruns. I think the biggest thing, though, is actually platforming ones, which most speedruns are probably full of platforming. Like, you might have a game to where it's not really platforming as much as it is maybe puzzle solving, but a bunch of them, I think, really are this. Either this or games that kind of have platforming but might be more of a 3D adventure. You know, those sort of things where they might have some platforming in them, but they might not be described as a platformer. They might be more described as, you know, Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask, or Ocarina of Time, for instance. Both of those are games where you're adventuring in more of a 3D world, but at the same time, there is still platforming involved with it. So here, usually, I just kind of spam right, and then as soon as I start moving, I mean, I think it'll automatically move you, but it's possible that it might be you know, it might move you after a certain amount of time, so it might be faster to, you know, do something.
Yeah. With this thing, the only way to lose hearts in this is, to make deals with the devil.
Alright, 231, not half bad. I wish it had been maybe a 230 or a 229, but I mean, it's a couple seconds. I just need to get a first run done. And at that point, you know, that's when this sort of thing starts appearing, where it's, you know, a little bit more, you know, once I actually complete it, then that's mainly when I need to start worrying about miniature time saves. Obviously, because, I mean, you just have the fact that, you know, I just think there is actually, a glitchless category for this. This would technically be counted as glitchless, so if anything, if I was to sign this into a, speedrunning forum, it would be glitchless Super Mario World 11 exit, because 11 exit glitches would be like Orb and Cloud. Orb immediately defeats Iggy's castle, and Cloud lets you skip a decent amount of the Bowser fight. So, alright, not a super bad fight. It's always, every gosh darn time, always faster to just do kind of what I did. That's a 113 Iggy. That's actually a couple second time save. It must have just been like the way that it happened. So yeah, Super Mario World is definitely, I think, probably one of the best games to speedrun. It's easy to start out with if you're just wanting to get, like, you know, just to beat it. This is a really good route to do. For speedrunning, it takes less than 20 minutes if you do it good. you know, stuff like that. Like, it's simple. So right now I'm Fire Mario. So I'm going to spam the A button, because as soon as I can, I need to enter the level. Then I'm going to face left jump, and then Y. So then it'll give me the speed that I need to make this jump right there. Bull! Okay, that's okay though. You wanna know why? Because I can do this, and then get the feather again. No! Okay, that's not allowed to happen. Never allowed to happen. That fire flower disappears beneath the floor, you're absolutely screwed. Because you need the fire flower later in the game. It might not be as obvious, but actually, after the level that I was actually just on, there's a water level. And that underwater level, you can use fire flower to take them down. Don't need to, because people have done it, obviously. You know, you can't have fire flower if you have the cape, because then you have to use the cape if you do like a cloud run, but still. So orb, I think, is a bit more of a new, like, not a noobish, but it's a bit more of a newbie style of run. So if you're gonna, the orb actually is probably faster than this. Hey, I actually got someone, we got Kevchuck subscribing to my channel. That's good.
Oh, that's Daddy.
My YouTube channel, guys. If you guys don't know, I have a YouTube channel. Obviously, I haven't posted anything. I said I was going to. It's just that the video, I'm gonna have to add a couple things, because it definitely sounds more like I'm just reading off of a sheet. Oh my gosh, freaking dude, give me my freaking Yoshi back. Give me my Yoshi. I don't care at this point now how this run plays out, because at this point it's gonna be an absolute slow run, like terrible run, like hands down. I mean, I'm getting like the ledge drop offs. I got that. I mean, dang, dude. Ledge drop-offs are, oh man, that cost me maybe like 15 seconds? Something like that? Oh, that's bull. Hope you guys are enjoying the run so far. Like, or enjoying watching me.
Yeah. Go.
So this level is probably one that I've gotten down to muscle memory. Maybe not complete muscle memory, but you guys get it. Like, it's more simple to do. Once you've kind of learned it, you know, obviously, you know, doing certain stuff will give you a better, you know, chance at taking it down. Like, what I'm gonna say is this: if you guys want to start speedrunning this game, definitely practice it. Get save states, anything. The faster you get, and the better you get at it, the faster you will become in a better run. I have not gotten enough practice in to do it, but I decided that I would stream basically all my attempts trying to do this. I might do a little bit on my free time, but most of the time it's probably just going to be, you know, me doing it on stream, because I can kind of afford to do things like that. That little jump actually is a pretty good jump to get. Oh, dang. Alright. I might have just saved a tad bit of time there. It's not the absolute best, but 243. Pretty bad, but I just got a bad Yoshi. I think, was it Yoshi? Yeah, no, it was because I lost Yoshi. I lost him because I hit that freaking chunk. That, Chuck. I think that's what he's called. Was actually not a half bad entrance. See, the better entrance, the better you can actually have for the entire rest of Iggy's Castle. So yeah, every time a run fails, guys, you have to reset, unless it's like your first try, or, you know, you still have done so many time saves that it's actually a decent run. I would not suggest keeping a run like what I've done as, like, your permanent. That was actually not a half bad room. Okay, so then I just... So not a half bad Iggy. What was that? A 113? That's actually not a half bad Iggy. The better your castles, alright, so we defeated him in the first castle. Alright, come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Remember, same thing happens. I obviously fire off 2 fireballs because, you know, that's just how you're kind of supposed to do this sort of thing. Alright, you need a pretty good cape start. That's okay because you can afford to make up for it if you do this area right. If you can do that sort of thing right, if you can get a reset on your cape like that, then you can afford to make that fail. Dang it. Alright. We are just gonna pretend that what happened was I totally nailed that. And then I did okay. So then what you're going to want to do is, in this level, you're actually going to want to pick up the fire flower. Then you're going to go, and then you're going to just chuck some fireballs. See, on this level, I think you can go pretty slow. You don't have to be this absolute marksman with how you do your level. Like, you don't have to be perfect to beat this, like, specific, to beat this level. I just think it's really all about how you prefer to do your levels. If you do your levels fast, you do your levels fast. If you do your levels slow, you do your levels slow. It's not a huge deal. Trust me, you could easily maybe do like your probably slowest run, but somehow learn something or do something crazy that absolutely will change, like, you know, the way that it's gonna happen easily. Alright, so the thing is, here, you hit the P switch, you're actually supposed to just hit it, and then you're supposed to go down and then go up, then you're supposed to grab the key, and then swim, then you grab this. It's frustrating when you don't get perfect, but it's okay if you don't get it perfect. You don't have to get any run perfect. Really, truly perfect. Oh dang, that was actually kind of a bad way to start off Ghost House. It's not, you know, I'm not screwed or anything. So what I do is I stomp on the P switch, then I turn around, and then I place this. Then I go over the ghost, and then I hop up, and I go through the door. Now I'm going to spin around, because the goal is to not hit any of the boos. That's the goal of this, you know, area. If you hit any, you are absolutely screwed. Abso-freaking-toodalutely. And no matter what, don't you guys dare call me a pro, like, because I'm not. I'm not a pro at all. It's actually not a half bad Ghost House. Alright. Boom! Alright. That was something like a... I'm not even going to do the math. We can do the math later. Oh! First freaking Star Road! Oh! This is actually... If you just stick on this right side, you can actually, you know, just keep pegging your way down and go in through that. Numero uno. And you go to the next one, and then you go to the next one. You Star World 2.
Ooh. Ooh.
So then you just go down here and you grab Yoshi, and then you just go up. This level is by far the easiest one.
Oof, 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 oof.
No! No! I needed it! I needed it! No! It was such a good freaking run! Bull!
So I decided to eat people butt. Yup. Hey, wait, Alex, did you do all your chores?
Other than the dishwasher, but I think I can do that because.
Okay, cute. Because I heard Mama say, well, I'm glad they did all their chores, otherwise they would have to work in the rain.
Oh, because, yeah, we'd have to walk it up.
Super rain.
Okay, alright.
Alex, so earlier today, I didn't do a lot of things. Like pick up my towel for last night. So they made it where I couldn't play video games until all my chores were done. Including my mouthpiece. It was complete.
And you couldn't even do your gaming while you did mouthpiece.
Nope, so I had to read a book.
You need to remember to do that. And then really anything else for this area.
Oh, hey,
Works.
Alex, guess what?
What?
I'm tier 40 on the battle pass. If I tier up... Yep. No, I still have like 1,320.
It was absolute bull. Like, absolute at the end. I could have totally done that. But I just was not thinking. I was already at Star Road level 2, and then I screwed up.
Yeah, I know, I heard.
No, I bought the tier 39, and then I did the tier 40 by myself. Plus, guess what, Ed?
What?
If I tier once every day, I'll get everything before the office.
Yeah, I think you told me that.
Oh, yeah, I might have. Oh, yeah, my oil. My. Ba 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 boom bam boom bam boom. Oh my.
What?
I look so weird and creepy. Dude, I've had 3 transformations this run. 3
I
transformations.
kinda don't care as much. I think that was a slightly better time than some other ones that I've done. It was definitely better than the last one. Iggy's Castle isn't the easiest one, but it definitely, I think, is one of the quickest level, probably the quickest thing in the run. Like, hands down. It's like the quickest section. Because all you're literally doing is getting to the end. All you're literally doing is just doing a bunch of parkour through, and then you're just stopping to go through this door. Then you're going to get the fire flower in this room, and then kill Iggy. It's not even super hard to kill Iggy. All you have to do is, you can get a quick kill on him. I prefer not to even try and go for it. I think I might have tried once, but I actually just go for the slightly slower kill on him. But it definitely does what it says. It's definitely, okay, maybe not, but you guys get what I mean. Like, it might not be the absolute fastest kill. You basically wait, sit here, and then just peg him with a whole bunch of fireballs. Oh my gosh! Alright. That's actually not a half bad Iggy's Castle. It was a 113 Iggy, so not half bad. The next 3 levels are where You gotta shine.
You gotta shine, shine like the wind. Ooh, ooh, woo! Nice for days! Nice for days!
So not.
Nice.
Right, so here, remember, we gotta go jump off, and then we chuck that fireball, and then we can sprint, grab the cape. You can actually grab that cape quickly. It's not the absolute easiest thing in the world, but it definitely is possible. Nope. Bull! Not again.
I can
Alright.
make all the deals with
That's alright.
the devil.
So I can try and see kind of how far ahead I am. Super Mario World 11 exit is by far, like, probably one of the hardest style ones. So I think what'll happen is if it's a slower run, it'll start turning red. If it's yellow, it'll be my best ever, and then green is just
Peel Butty.
if
It's
I'm
helping
doing
me
okay.
keep you in me.
Basically, if you get a green, that means you're beating at least one of your slowest times. If you get red, you're not even probably beating, you're not beating a super good time, but whatever. Either way. Red is when you know you need to improve. Like, that's something that will immediately tell you if you need to improve or not. Dang. It was actually a pretty slow beginning. But I know now to run through here, and then jump. That's actually not half bad. I think I'm actually en route to possibly beating different. Like, it's possible that I'm en route to beating my own time, but I definitely did a part slower, and that could make it to where I don't get my best time for, like, the Yoshi levels, but either way, as long as I'm able to beat the game, in the long run, this is all really just trying to beat the game as fast as possible. That's what every speedrun is. Beating the game as fast as possible. You might try certain runs, certain routes, whatever. 11 exit, probably the easiest by far.
Research the cut section.
It's short, it might be a little bit tough to get used to, but if you can get the mechanics down, you're actually set for a pretty good thing.
What happened to my knife?
Yeah, and also another thing, I guess I could split them up into smaller segments.
My knife.
If I was to do specific segments, though, here's the problem. With specific segments, you then have the fact that I would then have to press the, split button more times, and that would actually kind of suck. Dango.
Deals with the devil. Alex, I shoot 4 knives.
Really don't care, dude. Wait, how do you shoot 4 knives?
What? So I just kept grabbing random items because, like, I'm the lost and, like, I can just grab deals from the devil. One, I had, like, the glasses, which makes you shoot 2 tiers, but I have no idea how I got the extra 2.
Maybe you might have gotten an item multiplier and it might have multiplied your glasses.
No, it was conjoined. I got something called conjoined, and I think that might have done
It
something.
might have multiplied something by something. It might have multiplied one of your items or one of your weapons by, like, this amount.
Well, actually, now I can just take as many hits as I want, because as the lost, well, I'm using the invincible Easter egg. So
Yes.
I'm invincible, so it doesn't
Oh,
really matter.
yeah, I forgot about that you can do that.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
So here, you basically just do this, and you go for the quick kill.
The kill. Along
That
nice,
was
nice.
super slow
Wait, Alex.
for...
Oh, nice at your face.
It was a super slow one. How much? That was like 1... 10...
Oh, nice.
That was like a 1... It was like a 108. Iggy's Castle. Not half bad. So, how you guys doing in the stream? You guys enjoying it so far? Watching me at least burn through a couple levels decently fast. Considering that I'm pretty new, I gotta consider that some of these levels I'm actually going pretty fast on.
Oh yeah, it was the conjoined thing, Alex. That's what made me shoot more knives. It was conjoined thing.
No, because it's okay. Because I can get this, and then if I just move this way, and then I can just get the feather again. It's slower, hands down, but it's definitely a safe strat if need be.
Let's dance the...
No! I'm going to reset, update, and then that.
Because if you're the lost, like, and you get... You'll basically be completely decked out, because you can just get every devil.
What's up, Bloodluster, Kipchuck, and something amusing? I think that's... and maybe Decaf Smurf. So we gotta erase data again. This is always the suckiest part. Maybe it's in the background, doesn't matter though. Oh my gosh, this is like my 28th attempt. Oh. These runs can take up to 10 minutes before I actually fail. And that's 10 minutes that I spent to a fail. This is kind of just a kind of run area that I've kind of just grown accustomed to. The fact that you can do that.
Yeah, he's just having it in the background.
That's kind of what I thought. Yeah, I haven't made these routes myself. I've kind of copied them off of other people, but I think the fastest possible time to get is probably somewhere like 9:50, 9:40 time. Like, some of the faster times are like around there. But you're saving fractions of a second when going in world record times. Now, usually in games now, like, if a new game comes out, okay, it'll take a while for it to, you know, be perfectly world recorded speedrun, because you have to find routes and stuff like that. But, you know, considering that I'm a beginner to this speedrunning stuff, really, I mean, I'm kind of a beginner, because Metroid kind of counted, but the thing was with Metroid, you know, I just kind of didn't like that one at all, and I was kind of just practicing that one beginning area part, and there was just some stuff that just was too tough for me, so yeah. So the score clearing by maybe 152 to around 154, or I think that's a pretty good time to do this for. I mean, I am also playing with Yoshi. This, I have to admit, is probably the fastest route that I know of to be able to, you know, do. What? I just got a sub 230. And the thing is, because I know that I highly doubt this run is actually going to get into hours or anything, I'm almost absolutely sure that it can't really, unless you are doing, so 99 exit can get in 2 hours. Otherwise, there's really no other runs that can get into the hours mark, mainly just because, like, of the Super Mario, just because, like, there's so many different ways to do what you need to do.
Oh my gosh, Alex, look at this, look at this, look at this. Boom. Fire. Boom.
I don't know,
boom,
dude.
boom, 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 boom.
So you shoot several forward.
Nope, I think that's a laser. I want this knife. Dang, bro,
See, the idea is you can actually jump that and actually make it, I think, possibly go a bit faster. I'm not really sure. So obviously you do this, then you jump, and then you start fireballing him off.
I have
A 112? That's not half bad, considering that I think I did screw up just a tad. But
all I need to do is shoot.
I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far, because oh my gosh, like, it is mind-blowing that technically you can credits warp. The problem with credit warping is it's not a very fulfilling, I guess it is kind of fulfilling to do it,
What?
but I feel like doing it just kind of defeats the purpose of doing that, because you're literally beating the game in less time than even, like, you're beating it than even less than the like the fastest intended way to do it, which isn't too bad to do, but still, I would. Bull. Okay, it's alright, because I still have Fireball. It's alright. Because if I hit you, and then grab your thing here.
Goal. Oh, yeah, boy. Yay, the low hee-haw. Oh man, that was a intense one. What? Is that a war?
Yes. This is the secret place. If you can get through Donut Secret 1 and Donut Secret 2, then you can actually get to the star levels, which the star levels are probably, they can easily be a run ender. Same as Bowser. Like, Bowser is obviously the run ender himself. He marks the end point of the run. But what I mean mainly by end runner is he can easily make it to where all of your runs have been pointless because you get hit like once. Which absolutely would suck, because at this point, you don't really want to lose once you've kind of gotten through a decent... Bull! I actually kind of needed that Fire Flower. I mean, I'm not really sure. I'm actually gonna assume that I don't. And then I'm just gonna need to kind of get through this kind of stuff that I can possibly just get through a whole bunch of this. You know, without it. I'm just gonna assume that. Because I highly doubt they would make it to where you just absolutely cannot without the Fire Flower. At least that's what I'm gonna assume anyway. I'm just gonna see if there's like something I can hit at the beginning to maybe give me just a slight... Bull. Alright then, I'll update times. I absolutely kind of hate this run right now. It's giving me like a freaking migraine at this point. I mean, it's so infuriating. I've almost probably spent an hour, maybe, so far. Maybe probably even longer at this point. Probably spent over an hour though, just playing the same thing over and over. That's it. That's all I've been doing. I've literally just been playing the exact same levels over and over. I've only gotten as far as like number 2, which is like by far the easiest one to do. Like by far the easiest one. Yet I mess it up and absolutely screw myself over. Like if I had just maybe beaten that, it could have just been a run right there. That could have been a run all by itself. That could have just gotten me, my first actual completed version of a run. I gotta see how long it actually took for me to beat the level. Oh, yeah. It was just over 51. Literally just over 51. Which isn't actually that bad, but... yeah, about a 108, so yeah, it's like a 106 to 108, 107. Those sorts of starts on this level are actually pretty good if you're running the same route as I am. But if you're somehow faster, then you can obviously beat this using the little route that I tried earlier and completely just sucked at. It was a ball crap route to try that. You're making so many precise jumps to do that. Like you'd have to make decent amount of precise jumps to get back on course, or to at least beat the level.
Penny, 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 tears I cry.
Are you 5? No, he's a bit older. 7? A bit older. Why? Why you want to know, Kirby Star, dude?
Why does he want to know?
Let's see. Interesting about what? Like a 204, 205? Not a half.
Wait,
Nope.
Alex, what did he ask?
This dude asked how old I was.
Why does he need to know that? Hold on. Yo, dude, I have a question for you. Why do you even need to know that?
I think he just wanted to know. I think it was just something that he just wanted to know.
Is it he or she?
I'm not really sure.
Because maybe it's a girl that wants to date you.
Yeah, he just wants to know. Hey, dude, it's totally fine, Kirby. It's totally fine.
Kirby Buckets. Yo, Kirby, your name is Kirby Buckets now.
Right, 237 on Yoshi levels. Not half bad. Gotta admit, it probably isn't the best run either. But considering that, I'm really just trying to go for the best possible run I can here. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Dude, he just wanted to know. I'm totally fine with that. Like, if anybody just kind of wants to know, like, one thing, like something small, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
But again, you're just assuming his gender.
Yeah, you mean,
Oh,
yeah, whatever. Because I think when we don't know, we always use the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so here we're actually gonna make a jump. Not a half bad Iggy's so far.
Did you just say yeast?
No, Yiggies. Or Iggy's.
Alex, I hope we can watch Brooklyn.
Bullcrap Iggy! Bull! O-M freaking G! Bull! Absolute.
OMG, what is that sound? It's my butt.
Dude. Okay, stop!
What?
Gabe,
Oh,
you don't
what?
stop.
Why do you keep restarting?
Because...
You're a PM.
No, it's because I need to get the fastest time that I can.
Oh, I thought you were...
And here's the other thing. I also kind of need that fire flower. Yeah, gotta try again. Let's start that timer up again. Let's see if I can also get a faster Yoshi levels. Iggy's Castle, if you can't get that quick kill on him, do not fire fireballs until you are almost absolutely sure that you can peg him off. Do not just spam your fireballs, because whatever side it's tilting to, which is on the bottom side, that's the direction he'll start hitting if you keep hitting him. So you can't just, like, hit him from the left and expect him to go right every time. It doesn't work like that. It'd be awesome if it did, but I don't think that's how it works, so...
Trust me, that's not how it works.
What?
What were you guys talking about? Peels.
Considering, I gotta enter it at about a 108. I mean, it's not gonna be half bad that I'm not gonna be entering it at exactly a 10. Okay, about a 108. That's not half bad for an entrance. Hey, if you guys want to join the Discord, you can click on that copy of my logo down below. So you know that it's a streamer clan / Discord. It's a Discord thing. You guys can use, you know, text to chat. You guys can do voice chat, whatever, like, you know, that sort of thing. Because then you guys can chat it up, you know, say, hey, you got this time on whatever, you know, that sort of thing.
Hey.
You need to make me a mod.
Give me a sec.
Why?
I need to make him a mod, because he's dead. He's our dead, dude. Yeah, I'll make you a mod after this try. After this run, or at least this run try. Not gonna be a fast run whatsoever, but it still might do it. It still might do it.
Make way for Prince Ali.
Oh my gosh!
Please tell me
I barely bounced off the edge of it. Oh! Almost a 231, but it's a 230 on Yoshi levels. 230 on Yoshi levels, boys. Not half bad. That's actually a pretty... For Yoshi levels, I think a 230... Or, oh, it's okay. It's okay, guys. I'm actually not doing half bad, considering that usually you wanna try and not take damage the entire time, but if you do take damage, I mean, there's a checkpoint ahead which will give you instant mushroom, or give you instant, like, power up, or at least it's an instant grow. You become Big Mario instantly, which is actually a pretty good feature because at that point, probably could have just... I mean, yes, I probably would have been fine because I would have just been able to grab this fire flower, but still. Also, yes, you can do little like things like that. Which it's actually faster to do something where, you know, you know, depending on what you do, certain things are faster. Nailed it! Alright. A 114 on Iggy. 114 on Iggy. Not half bad. That's actually pretty good, I think, for an Iggy. So, I mean, for any of these cutscenes, every time we start, restart, whatever, you guys can chat, do whatever. Just feel free to chat up with your fellow viewers, you know, whatever. I seriously have no opinion on what you guys do. Do whatever. I'm just going to keep playing, you know, there's chat going on, you know, I'll try and get to as many of you guys as I possibly can without, you know, completely screwing up the run, but, you know, for now we're good. Oh, that's actually pretty fast. So what you want there is you want to be able to get, height. Bull. Nope. Again, got to try again. Oh, did I not get the? All right, make you. You are now modded. we can just get that average 3 views, guys, like, that's all I'm actually hoping for. Once we can get, you know, once we reach, it's dumb. Once we reach 40 followers, and, or no, sorry, 50 followers, and an average of 3 viewers, then we can get that affiliate. That's all we're actually wanting. And that's, sorry, that's all I'm wanting and all I actually need. That's it. Like, all it is you basically just click it. Just click it.
Just click it, my brother.
About Ligma? What's Ligma? What do you mean by that, Kirby Star? Not entirely sure. Are you talking about like a speed run? That was so bad. It was too fast. See, you can have it too fast. There's actually a limit to how fast you can actually go on that point. Because there's a limit to, basically, you actually have to get above him before it freezes. What? I don't even get the joke, dude. It's kind of weird to get to say a joke that people probably don't get. I mean, it's probably like the D's Nuts meme, which I don't know if you're actually, if that's like a joke like the D's Nuts one, or if it's just
These
like
biscuits?
actually, if
Wait,
that's
was he
actually
saying
like,
these biscuits?
no, it was Ligma Nuts. I'm not really sure.
Okay, kick him off your screen.
No, dude.
That's an inappropriate joke.
How do you know?
It's lick my nuts. Ligma nuts.
Oh.
Did you now just notice?
You probably don't want to do stuff like that, Kirby. If you do that, that's actually probably gonna get you banned or timeouted from the chat. Not to be like rude or anything, but I kind of don't want to tolerate that sort of thing on the stream. All right?
So you finally realized that it was bad. Ligma nuts.
All right, Kirby. Don't. This is not cool, dude. Absolutely not cool. Like, you're just totally. I mean, I guess I can really forgive you about that sort of thing, yes, but
only if you subscribe.
no, I'm not gonna do that. That would be absolute cheapskate crap. Only people who have, like, no followers, no viewers, whatever, like, somebody like that would be desperate to do that, but I won't.
Of course you
I guess I
won't.
forgive you, but don't do the same thing again, alright? If you do something like, sorry, don't do that sort of thing again, or I will kind of have to either ban you or have KevChuck ban you. Sorry, but,
He is a wee man. And Alex knows what I mean by wee.
I actually kind of love this level, like the Iggy's Castle, mainly because of you're able to actually get through it pretty quickly.
Transformation complete.
You can actually not have to land on the block to get the fire flower, which you guys have seen me do. You can grab it barely. As you actually do it the right way, you can have it to where you barely grab it. Oh, alright. Not half bad, Iggy's Castle. That's a 113. That's a 113. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Iggy's Castle, if you can get maybe a sub 110, if you can get like a 110 or less, maybe.
You saved the world from evil. I mean,
Like a sub 110 maybe, or a sub 115.
I was gonna say, wow, you saved the world from evil. I mean, Bowser. I was gonna say Alex, but then I'm like, Bowser. Man, Mommy will make us hot cocoa, and we can't sit out in the. Well, no, I was. I was joking about it.
Oh, come on. Grab the
I
freaking...
wasn't actually complaining.
Yeah, the cape is actually kind of required for this run. It's not required for, like, the Bowser fight or anything, but, it's kind of required to do that sort of thing. That is not even fair. Hey, did you hear Mario has handful?
I don't get it.
I know what he... Yep. No, I didn't hear what Mario has handful. What do you mean by that, bro?
Oh, does he mean the...
Of something.
Oh, peas.
Dude, now you're the one.
Okay, you need to ban him from your chat.
He didn't say anything bad technically. I can't just get mad at him for some little thing. I don't care if I got a late timer. It was a late timer, but it was barely any. Handful of nut.
Dude, he is just being hard.
I... If you ban me, you will be punished. I really don't get how that
Yeah, you
does anything.
Yeah, man, that doesn't
I can't really be punished because you say so. What if on the fateful run that I actually forget to press the timer at the right moment, I actually complete it, then I go crazy over it. I just explode. I will summon Sonic EXE. It's not That's not even physically possible. You can't summon something from a game. It's not physically possible.
It's a creepypasta, actually.
I know what it is. Chill.
Yeah, there are a ton of creepypastas. Like, they're creepy creepypastas. Super duper scary creepypastas. Trust me, don't read the Ben Drown. Trust me.
Now you kind of want... No. Hey, you kind of got me wanting to read it, but I probably won't, because I
It's a
kind of
Legend of Zelda scary one.
Trust me, you will. How will you do that, buddy? You can't summon him if it is physically impossible to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, it is actually.
Oh,
pretty-
dang. Fast. Fast! 229, boys! On the Yoshi levels. Bing! It would be technically like a 240, 241 if it was as soon as you come onto the map, but I feel like it's as soon as you touch the flagpole or the screen goes black or something like that. You've got connections, huh?
Really? Summon him right now, ya turd!
Kipchuck, are you looking at chat? Are you good? You still here?
Hello, person who can
No,
summon
stop.
Sonic EXE, please do not summon him on me. Dude, just in case he actually can. I'm just making sure. Leg my nuts.
Not a bad Iggy's Castle.
Not a bad
That's a 112. That's actually slightly faster than the ones I've actually been able to pull off so far. Kipchuck, you there, boy? You there, buddy?
Leg my nuts.
You there, my dude?
Bum, bum, bum,
See, I love how you say you've got connections. The thing is, though, if he's not physically possible to summon, then it doesn't matter if you've got connections. See, that's kind of the funny part about how you say that, but it's not physically possible. I kind of just think that. Bull! Up to my times. It's more RPG. Dang, I just cannot beat it.
Yes.
Starting at maybe a 20-second interval, maybe an 18, depending on how fast you click the A button or whatever, you know, that sort of thing. I freaking love you, Yoshi. Yoshi is, like, super useful in this game. If you don't have Yoshi, you're basically kind of screwed. With him, you are beating tons of if you use this route, you kind of can't do it without Yoshi. Actually, no, I don't even think you can do it without Yoshi. Otherwise, it would be, like, the slowest run ever. And hey, if you keep up with this, Kirby, I swear, I will ban you. This is not funny anymore. You're trying to be all scary. It's not funny. Not funny whatsoever. And it actually is kind of wanting me to, I kind of want to, throw the ban hammer on you. But, you know, I don't want to do that. Because I feel like, you know, you might be a nice...
Everyone deserves a 50th chance.
What I mean is, I don't want to have to do that. Because I want you to be able to watch the stream as much as anybody. But if you start trying to make threats and stuff like that, it really isn't funny. Like, at all. Not funny whatsoever. And it's... You might think that you're scaring people, but the truth of the matter is...
You're not.
Right about, so maybe loading in at about the 19 to 20 second mark is actually not that bad. I've actually kind of grown to know this route a little bit by heart now, or at least this first little area. It's definitely pretty easy to know by heart once you start, you know, running it tons of times after failing it a gazillion times. You know, the better you get at the run, the faster, obviously, it's gonna be. But you obviously cannot be the absolute best in your first, you know, couple hours. Maybe you can. Maybe you're this absolute amazing speedrunner who's played Super Mario World for ages and know every single glitch and everything there is to know. And you somehow can get it in the first few hours of even, like, putting times up and everything. But most of us barely, like, basically everybody who does it cannot be that good right at the beginning. And it just makes sense. You cannot be perfect. Especially not in a game like this, where part of it also comes down to literally how well you can execute it and well time it. You just have to be able to execute stuff like this and time it extremely well. And yes, obviously, yes, you guys might be thinking, oh, well, doesn't it count as an emulator? No, I looked on the page for it, and it showed up SNES Classic. So it does count as a version. It might not count as, you know, a really good version, but you never know, right? Dang, though. I think this might actually be my fastest run yet of the Yoshi levels. 2:26. 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Not half bad. Absolute, probably the best one I've ever done. Mainly just because I'm able to easily get through it. That's kind of the main thing. It's just kind of tough. Yes, there is stuff like, you know, P-switches and other things in this level that you can easily, you know, do. That you could probably... Bull! Yeah, I want to update. It's bull. Okay, good. You've stopped talking, Kirby Star 4. Because I think if you kept talking, I think I probably could have banned you right then, right there. I mean, I obviously know I'm not getting your follow, because... of this, but whatever. I don't even care at this point. I really don't care that if I get your follow. Because at this point, you're just a mean person, dude. Like, straight up. I'm some small streamer just trying to, you know, have a little bit of fun, and you come in, so I'm making all these bad, mean jokes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to add no inappropriate ones to that, because I think that'll probably be for the best. Now, I'm curious, does grabbing the shell make it faster or slower? I'm still probably just gonna go for it, even if it's faster or slower, because if it's slower, then who knows. Maybe the faster one could do something, but I just kind of would prefer to run something bit of a slower style of run. The slower the run, the more time you have to kind of admire the game. I seriously don't know if it's gonna make a difference. If I can nail everything else in this first area perfectly in the Yoshi levels, then I could be pretty gosh darn set. This is actually kind of just becoming muscle memory at this point. This straight actually allows you to get a bit of extra speed, be able to get up. These remain your pillars. Man, that thing was message that I've got connections over 10 minutes ago. You gotta be going like, I don't know. I gotta be passing so much gosh darn time right now. Like, it's unreal. That's the other thing about speedrunning. You might not be able to get, you know, the most perfect time, but it's at least a good way to pass time. Like, still. Alright, probably not the best, but still pretty fast. Oh my gosh. That was barely a 226, I have to admit. Like, I don't know if that... I think I barely hit it. Like, I barely got the 226 thing. Barely. So starting at about a 243 or about a 245 maybe. Nope, that's not what I want. Then, okay. So I can't get those coins, which is not a huge deal. Who knows, maybe being smaller makes me slightly faster at some points. So this run is definitely not one of the easiest runs to do, but it definitely is probably one of the most fun runs to do. This is probably one of the most fun runs. Like, doing Super Mario World is definitely a bit of a, you know, very annoying, but it's also slightly actually kind of fun, so, you know. I really just want to beat this. Like, I don't care when I beat it. I'm going to keep streaming attempts. I'm going to keep putting the attempts out there. And I'm just going to try. I'm really just going to try, guys. Like, I really just kind of want to get the fastest possible time. Or maybe not the fastest possible time, but at least to, you know, get some, you know, fun. I really just want to be able to beat this. If I could beat Super Mario World on the SNES Classic, that would be great. Without save states. Save states are another thing. The speedruns don't use save states, so they're technically, I think, a better version of doing it. To be honest, I feel like with save states, you're not really playing through the game in one run. Beating this in 50 seconds, though, if you guys were to try and beat this in 50 seconds, it'd be kind of crazy. I mean, I guess, technically, I guess you could just run across the bottom and then just chuck the shell later, but, you know, I like to just, you know, kill those Koopas, just because I kind of can. I'm not really going for, like, a world record or a point record on this. No, I'm just kind of going with the flow, just kind of. And at any point in this level, if you can get a pretty good, like, run started up, like, actually running in the game, like, with, you know, holding the button to keep running, or, like, you know, throw fireballs or stick out Yoshi's tongue, in this specific level is actually pretty good. Because then if you can get more, you can do it just slightly faster, just a fraction of a second faster. Just a hair. And if you guys don't know, there is something called a TAS, which technically TASs are always going to be probably very slightly faster than maybe even the world record. I think probably the fastest Super Mario Bros. Super, like the original one, what will probably happen is the first person to get that will immediately be crowned the champion, hands down, just because, I mean, they got to that thing first. They would technically be champion. Or the person who did it would technically be the champion. And obviously when I'm saying, you know, like a 1/16 Iggy's, that means like basically until I end it. That's why I'm like, I'm not having it at the very end. I just kind of feel like it's a little bit easier if I do it this way. I think that might have just done something a little bit bad for me. Probably wouldn't have been the absolute best thing to do, but whatever. Can't really change it now. Right there. Now right there, if you can pull off one of those like lower down like fire flower grabs, then you're actually kind of set at that point. You can get pretty fast times if you do it the right way. Definitely an okay Iggy's Castle. 113 again. Not a half bad Iggy's Castle. It's about a 113. You guys are definitely seeing this beginning part. So, I will say this. There is a minimum time that people would have to really go through and task the heck out of it. But, because there's maybe about 40 seconds that you can't skip, maybe. then that's technically 40 seconds. You know, obviously the run isn't going to be a minimum of 40 seconds. We're able to skip everything else somehow, but, you know, kind of something like that, possibly. Alright, booyah. Alright. Key, let's go, buddy. Let's go, Key. Let's go, Key. Let's go, Key. Let's go.
Let's go, Key. Let's go.
You actually need the key to be able to get into here, which is obviously why, you know, you have to use the cape. You have to basically use the cape to get up to this area. What you basically do is you use the cape, and then you basically get up to the, to the needed area, right?
Alex, guess what? I can basically get every ending for free since I'm invincible. Like, I'm gonna try and get the one that has delirium. Delirium. Gotta meet 'em all, coins.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, in every single one of these levels, you have to find the hidden exit, which is kind of tough considering, you know, what you've got to do, I think. Yeah. So I'm not a personal fan of some of the stuff that you got to do in this game. Some of it is just too gosh darn risky. Some of it's just crazy. Absolutely bizarre. See, I even do this when just, you know, doing it, you know, normally or whatever. Like, I'm just trying to play it safe, if anything. Oh, a fire flower. That's gonna help. That's actually really gonna help. Because here's the thing with fire flower. If you can get a fire flower, then you're set. That's exactly what you need in a situation like this. You really just need something else to act as something that, you know, when you do something like that. That was the absolute worst thing I've ever done. Never done that before, I don't think. Bull. Okay, do not do what I just did. That was the absolute worst thing I could have done. I picked it up from under... and on the worst possible level.
What did you do?
I picked the block up from underneath me and I dropped it into the pit.
That was a dumb move.
That is the absolute... That, you do not want to do that. I kept trying to pick it up. I did not throw it upwards. And that upwards throw caused me to have to do all that. Absolute bull, guys. Like, if you get something like that, you're absolutely screwed. Like, you're basically kind of screwed at that point. And with something like this, I'm probably going to be lucky if I can get a less than a 230 maybe, or at least, like a sub 230. I'd be kind of lucky to get at this point. Just keep running, and then I jump up, grab the coin, and then I just jump that, and then jump that, and then I jump over, grab the coins. So the first and second levels are the easy ones, really. To be honest, I think they're the easier ones. Like, obviously, I'm not trying to be, like, a butt about it, but I think to test and to be able to do, they're the fastest levels to get to and the fastest levels to be able to practice, because you only have to beat, you don't have to beat any to practice the first, and you have to beat one to practice the second. After that, you've got to be able to get those down pretty fast before being able to basically beat any others. A really good way to practice is to basically practice each level and then resetting every time, and then just getting the level down. Hey, tell me, if you guys have speedrun Super Mario World, first, tell me if you have. And then if you have, tell me your time. Or, if you're trying to speedrun it, or at least get practice in, tell me how many levels you've kind of been able to ace so far and just be able to get through every single time. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Head to the next level, next level. It's not a bad entrance. That was not a half bad, you know, I guess part, but I still probably could have done better. 234. Obviously, yes. For me, my average is going to be around that 230 to 232 mark. Maybe 230, 232, yeah. Around about there is probably going to be an average for me. That's, I think, actually the fastest way to beat this level. Is to do what I just did. That might have just saved me just maybe a split second. Fraction of a second or a couple seconds. Could have just saved me some time. But I might have just screwed it up with that failed door enter. You might have a bit of a sideways, like not a sideways, but a little bit too far to the right stomper if that first one doesn't get those 3 coins on that other side. If it just doesn't get it right. Right, no, not bad, not bad, not bad. And bam! East Castle done in 112. That's actually not a half bad. Well, at least from the end of the other one to the end of this one, it's about a 112. So.
Wait, did someone say what's up?
Yeah, it was just someone in the Discord had said that. It was somebody earlier. It was the Reaper, I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure who was the one watching, like, which viewer it was, but still. You have to have, like, you almost have to have the Fire Flower. Like, it's not mandatory, but it's almost like you have to have it.
What's up, my man? No, what you should say was, what's up, my man?
No! No! Not again. Nope. Bull. Yes! Oh, Geometry Dash. Dude, yes. That was an amazing reference, Gift Shop. Heck yeah, dude. Ultimate reference. You guys probably won't get the reference unless you've seen the movie, but it's actually kind of funny just because of like the
What movie?
Ricky Bobby, remember?
Ricky Bobby.
Don't you do it. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. It's actually amazing. Like, it's just the joke. This is my 38th attempt. Holy bullcrap.
Dang, you suck.
Hey,
Oh man.
dude, you also are terrible at this. I can at least get through the first few levels pretty fast.
Every ending in Binding of Isaac.
Binding of Isaac doesn't do much in Super Mario World, dude.
Well, screw you, fricker.
Dude.
Wait, no, why were there 4 months? I can take it. Tell everyone I can take as much damage and still not have.
I really don't care.
Well, screw you, two kid.
Yeah, and it seems like I'm gonna hit that piranha plant, the one that goes upwards, but I barely dodge it. Like it's like a hair. You dodge it by just like a few pixels, mainly because your hitbox doesn't hit its hitbox. Which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like a square or a certain shape drawn that basically determines, you know, the certain area where other things can collide with you. So this, you know, Yoshi would be probably a bunch of Yoshi. But, you know, he doesn't really have a hitbox, except on top where if Mario collides with him, then, well, obviously, you know, if he collides in a certain area on top of him, then, basically, you know, he'll get on top of Yoshi. But, if, you know, he doesn't,
know what a hitbox is?
I just wanted to explain it, so they knew. I can complete the first 2 levels in under 1 minute and 50 seconds. Barely, but I can still do it.
Wait, 1 minute and 50 seconds?
And I can actually beat the first one in just under 2 minutes 30 if I get a good run going.
Give it a good spanking. Nice! What are we having?
Oh dang, oh dang, oh dang, oh dang. Can I get the... Bam! Alright, a 229. First 3 levels. Yeah, it's some actually precise jumps. I'm obviously a bit more of a careful player, which is why you guys probably won't see me doing this, you know, a whole bunch of, like, scary frickin' moves. You know, I'm not a perfect player at this. But to be honest, I'm also not the worst. If you guys really want me to, like, start going on about, like, this game and the way that I usually play it, like, alright, so for this, right, it is very likely that when you're starting to speedrun this game, you're probably not going to get super good, like, runs. You're probably going to get something smaller. Like, you might get something, like, less than the time that I have. But I've also done this sort of thing several times. Like, several times. Which makes more sense that I'm able to do it at that point. And I guess a Fast Iggy's Castle also requires you to, Oh, a 110 on Iggy's. From the, oh man, dude. Technically, it's less than a 110 anyway. Dang! I got a 110 Iggy's Castle.
Alex, why do you keep doing Iggy's Castle?
Because I fail and then I have to reset. I reset every time I screw something up.
Sad.
It isn't sad. It's kind of required.
Oh, that's sad. No. Everyone in the stream, please agree with me that that's sad.
That I have to keep doing it. It's just I'm not the best player, dude.
And you never will be.
Neither will you. So shut up. And you don't even know that for sure, dude. I could easily become a really good Super Mario World speedrunner.
I know someday I'll become famous.
You might. But even if you think that, that doesn't mean that you need to say, hey, this person probably isn't going to become famous or anything. Alright. Water level, water level, water level. Let's go! Yeah, and also if you miss the fire flower, you're also kind of screwed. I think, yes, you can go through this level with the cape. It's possible. But I prefer to not have to do that because it just makes it harder. Finally. That probably just lost me some time, but I don't really care, considering that I don't really care if at the end, you know, I just want to get a time. I don't care if it's a fast or a slow time. I just want a time. And if you guys didn't get the Ricky Bobby reference earlier, then, I mean, you know, it's not bad. It's just that you guys probably watched the movie then, which it's actually a pretty good movie. You guys should probably... Ricky Bobby. Remember? No, it might be Waterboy. I'm not really sure. It's... I think it might actually be Waterboy. I think that's actually the one that it is. Oh, dang. Wait! What a no! I threw it off the side! I threw it off the ball! I threw it off the side, dude! That is actually really bad. That could have just... Okay. It's alright, because I can get another one, but still. That could have just been very, very, very bad. Considering that, you know... Yeah, I was about to say, don't you even dare think about doing anything right now. You've already kind of screwed me over, Mario. You screwed me over several times. And totally tried to take my runs. And I'm not going to try and let that happen again. I'm going to try and not let, like, you taking my runs every time happen. I'm not gonna. I just kind of don't want to let that happen. Oh, bull. Alright. I just cannot get hit at all. At all.
Ricky, Bobby, and Luna. Yeah.
Alright, because I obviously know that there's a fire flower here. So I'm actually set on at least that part of it. So I'm set on the fact that, you know, I can get a fire flower if I take damage anywhere in the ghost house. Or at least in that main area. Because I don't really want to have to head back and risk losing time. Because I just decided, hey, I'm going to do something really stupid. Don't really want to lose any time because of that sort of thing. Right, remember, gotta grab one. And then head over to here to then catch him. Then go over here and then do this. To then... Do not get happy there. If you start, like, Yeah, I probably should have started earlier. Alright, basically, what happens is, do not start spamming the button that will pick those up. You can fall through and you will die if you do that. You can and you will. It sucks. But, if you do that, I've never personally done it, but, I think it's possibly faster if you use the cape to do something like that, but, oh, wait a minute. No, I need the cape, don't I? I need it, don't I? I think I actually do need it. Bull! I think I might have actually screwed myself over. That's the problem. If I did, I might be dead. Oh no! Not again! Ultimate fail! Now it... Finally, I had it. I had finally had it. But I got happy, and I picked it up. They really need to... That's so dumb. And they can't even fix it, because it's not like they're going to make patches for an old game. I think this is probably going to be the final run, because I know that this is probably going to be over 6 minutes, so... By the end, when I'm actually done, it's going to be over 6 minutes, because, you know, it's 6:24 p.m. over on my side. Dang, it's like a 51. It's actually not a half bad. I think a shorter jump is definitely going to be better for this sort of thing. Like, a shorter jump is for that piranha plant. Like, do a short jump. Because instead of doing a high jump, you can then hit the... Wow. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, I think I got one more shot at this. If I don't fail miserably like I did right there. I was trying to get through it really fast, and it just was not happening. Always get a faster Yoshi and you'll pretty much be set for a pretty good run after that. If you can get good Yoshi, then you'll be pretty set, I would think. You're a little bit more set with like a Yoshi if you get good Yoshi RNG with like how you know, do it. It's not a half bad, that's about a sub 55. First level is about getting a sub 1 minute. A sub 10. A sub 100, I would guess, would probably be the best way to... Or a sub 60. Do not try stupid jumps, guys. If you try stupid jumps, that are obviously probably going to end in you falling, failing, getting knocked off Yoshi or anything. On this, if you get knocked off Yoshi, maybe in this area you might be fine. And basically any other area, you're kind of screwed. So the other level might take like 20 seconds to beat. It's probably the fastest level. Like, to be honest, it takes maybe 20 seconds, like maybe 25 seconds to run, maybe. But if you do it quickly, you can maybe get something a little bit faster than that. I know that I'm not going to get a good time on this level, but, or at least a fast time for the Yoshi levels, but I'm gonna get a sub 230, which won't be that bad. It's 228, which isn't actually half bad. I think that's not a half bad time for Yoshi levels. I gotta be honest. I am using half bad a lot, like not half bad or whatever. It's like half bad. Yeah. Oh man, bull. That might have just made that might have just made for a very bad Iggy's Castle. Or at least for speed. Because that was absolutely bad. Or at least for time, I think that was pretty bad. But I can always just, you know, not step on some stuff. At least, maybe. It's always, I think, personally, this you can't actually speed up. So really, anything you want to do to pass the time in this area can work. Something like that, with you're able to kind of put your fist through, it's your hitbox. You can put your hitbox in that area. So you keep walking, and you hit about there, and then you jump, and you barely hit the edge. And oh my gosh, that thing has like... Dang, though! That was like a mega fast Iggy's Castle. What was that, like a 114? Okay, fair enough. If I hadn't screwed up at the beginning, it probably would have been a better one, but... You know, either way. And then an unavoidable about 20 seconds. And then a little bit extra. So then I kind of just spam the A because I kind of can, and who knows, it might even speed some things up. And obviously you guys can't even see the background area because it's kind of changing color, but it's a thing on the SNES Classic. You can kind of have different backgrounds kind of behind the game, and well, do not pick up a mushroom. If you pick up anything, it could instantly end your run. So that's another thing. You have to be wary about not to like get hit. You also have to be wary not to lose your stuff. Because if you lose your stuff, then you're actually screwed at that point. If you pick up something else, you technically do lose the item. Bull! Nope. We'll do one more. Oh man, I gotta get a really good level. Like, what am I doing? No, reset. Gotta be honest, guys. Like, it's driving me nuts. It's totally driving me up the wall. Like, dang. I mean, dang. I can get some pretty good runs going, but I cannot finish them off. I can get star. The final... I think it was the next to final one. I think you need a cape. I don't know if you can collect a cape. But I gotta be honest, I really don't want to touch anything. You know, I might seem a little bit nonchalant about the way that, you know, I might, you know, do some of this, but... So good Yoshi. I want to be, like, you know, talking stuff about good steps, good Yoshi, you know, good pipes, maybe. Like, I'm basically going to be talking about the different sections of, like, different areas. And that might be good, you know. Chug, chug. And the thing is, I really don't want to do a cloud or an orb. The orb, okay, I can see that working, but it's just... to do an orb would be crazy, I think, personally. To do an orb, it could... I might have to do orb, but at that point, I feel like it kind of just screws up my run, and then I have to adjust. And at this point, I've already done this level several times, and I kind of just don't really want to have to throw all that away just because I want to try a new route. I will beat this route a couple times. We'll see, you know, that sort of thing. Then I'll move on to doing stuff like the orb and the cloud. The cloud is by far the hardest. This is probably the easiest, and then the orb is maybe mid. Because the orb, you want to grab the orb in this level, and then you cannot take damage at any other level. But it kind of depends on how you do it. So, I mean, okay, basically, you know, I grab fire in Iggy's Castle, which is pretty good. But, see, right, there's a problem already. But I think, I don't really know, but depending on what it is... Nope. Alright. One more shot. One more shot. I think that's all I'm going to be able to do. So this is run number 42. Watch as this is the fabled run. If this run does it, I swear, on like, you know, everything, like that would be crazy miracle. Like that would be a miracle. Especially because 42 meaning alive, I thought that it would be kind of cool and kind of funny. Because I haven't faced Bowser or done his stuff on this one. There is a way, once you get Cape in Bowser's Castle, you actually have a way of doing some pretty good stuff in there. For those sorts of long jumps, I'm kind of okay with. Ah, just slow me down slightly. If you run off an edge, you will lose all momentum. That's why you see me jumping. I don't just keep running. Most of the time, I try and make the big jumps so I can do it. And get faster times. Or at least get okay things. The thing is this, usually you don't want to dawdle and be as methodical and careful as you possibly can. Because, right, if you know the level, right, you don't just want to be so methodical just for the fun of it. You want to only do it if need be. Like there, I guess jumping there might have saved me just, you know, a little bit of speed, but in the long run, I don't know if I should have done that. You know, things like little things can instantly make a difference. Just tiny things. Tiny, tiny things. And for places like that, it's kind of hard not to drop because you'd have to literally make the perfect jump to do it. And it's like, why drop? I don't know. Like, I don't know, stream's about maybe like 14, about like 12 to 14 seconds behind. Maybe. Sometimes you can actually go too fast in these sorts of levels. If you go too fast, then obviously, you know, you could end up running off a ledge or running off of like an area. 229, not bad for Yoshi levels. Wow, wow. That is probably one of the fastest ways to get through that without, you know, just being crazy and doing like a spin jump, which if the spin jump was routed to another, you know, control, I might do spin jump, but it just isn't routed to the right button, and I don't want to be reaching over to the A button to do something as simple as literally doing that. That's literally all you're doing. You're carrying momentum, but at that point, it's like, am I really willing to risk jumping over that pit of lava to do that? Like, am I really willing to risk getting to this point? Getting to Iggy's Castle isn't the hard part. The hard part is after Iggy's Castle, which is the absolute hardest part. Oh, dang. Whoa. Oh, dang. Okay, that was a terrible Iggy's Castle right there, guys. What is that? It was like a what? Like a 123? It was like a 123. I'm okay with it, but that just doesn't feel right. It kind of feels like it's going to be a bad run after that. I mean, it could be a good run, and it's just being like, oh, we're going to give you some very bad stuff at the beginning. The cape. If I get the cape wrong, that I think is where I screw up most of my runs. The rest, if I can get past that, the next part is in the star levels, and then obviously Bowser. So basically, if I screw up cape, I'm kind of screwed. Which I hate how it forces you'd instantly drop whatever your extra item is whenever you take damage, which sometimes it works. Sometimes it really does work. Because, you know, sometimes you might want a mushroom. But other times, it's like, I kind of didn't really want to have that. For something like this. Oh no! Fire flower. No. No! Oh dang. Call that a save, because it technically is a save. Oh, that's also a save. If you miss it, you might just have enough to be able to do that. That was a lucky save right there, guys. That sort of thing, that's what you need to start going for. If you absolutely think that you just cannot do something, go for saves. If you, like, what I mean by that is saving, like, whenever you miss something, instantly. Feel free to just try and do that sort of thing. It is, hands down, a really good idea to just play it smart. Definitely play it smart. Just make sure that if you just think that you're not actually going to be able to make it, then don't force yourself to have to do it a certain way and keep resetting after it. See, this might not be the best run, but at least it could be a run. Why do I feel like it could be a bad run, yet so far I'm nailing some stuff? Alright, maybe I'm not nailing everything I want, but I'm still, you know, nailing some good stuff. Okay, so guess what? That wasn't a really good area right there, but I'm still going. I'm not, like, resetting because of it. Okay, so that, it's not a bad thing to get hit right there.
A-okay.
Yeah, exactly. It is a-okay if, you know, if something like that happens, alright? For now, I know that for the next level, I'm going to be able to get that sort of thing. Nope. That's actually bad. That's very, very bad. That is bad. That's probably the worst thing that could have happened. I think that's actually going to be it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I don't know if I did. I think I probably did. I'm just really just... it's driving me nuts. But I did hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Check down below the stream. Click on that copy of my, click on the pixelated YouTube thing to, well, check out my YouTube channel. You guys can click the logo, copy of my logo down below to join the StreamClan/Discord. You guys can click the red rupee down below to donate towards the, you guys don't know, but it's a 2,200 crown for Realm Royale. You guys can check the points leaderboard, see how many points you have and how many points other people have, and you can also spend those points on the store items. You guys can check the schedule down below to have an estimate of when I'll be going live, and or you guys can follow it, notifications on, so you can find as soon as I go live. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Adios, amigos.